232 is doomed.
The first reaction was to just close one throttle and push the other one up, see if maybe that would help.
In a desperate bid to restore level flight, Haynes tries adjusting the relative power of the two wing engines. If the right engine runs faster, the airplane will bank left, and vice versa. It works. Captain Haynes is able to pull the plane out of its roll. He still has no flight controls, but he regains a crude form of steering by using the throttles. But Haynes finds that he can only make right-hand turns. 3:20 p.m. Co-pilot Bill Records radios Minneapolis Air Route Traffic Control Center.
232 heavy. We've shut down engine.
He reports the loss of flight controls and requests a flight path to the nearest airport. The pilots have no idea how they're going to land the crippled plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. We've shut down the number 2 engine.
Now Captain Haynes tells passengers that one engine has failed, but he doesn't mention the loss of flight controls.
Chicago, but we may be just a
Not all the passengers find his words reassuring.
You could just feel a tenseness in the flight attendants. And that's when you kind of felt there's something not right here.
Captain Haynes knows that time is running out. UA-232 is dropping at around 250 meters per minute. They need to attempt an emergency landing soon, before they lose height altogether. 3:22. Air traffic control informs the flight crew that their nearest runway is at Sioux Gateway. This is a small regional airport near the sleepy town of Sioux City, Iowa. 3:25 p.m. A quiet afternoon in a Sioux City fire station is about to get a whole lot busier. When Fire Chief Robert Hamilton hears an alert called in, he suspects something big.
I've been in this business a long time, and you can kind of tell. You have almost a sixth sense, I guess.
Within minutes, the fire chief's hunch is proved correct. UA-232 is heading right for his city. 9 fire trucks race out to their emergency positions on one of the runways. Now Captain Haynes and his crew have to work out how they're going to land the plane with barely any controls. Before they can make a plan, they hit another problem. The DC-10 starts to soar up and then down in a random, uncontrollable cycle. For the pilots, it's like riding a roller coaster through the sky.
We had no idea how long we were going to keep that airplane in the sky.
Debbie McKelvey feels the plane's erratic motion and fears for her life.
Here I have a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. You start praying, you know, if I'm going to die, please make sure we all go and we all go quick.
3:26 p.m. Captain Haynes calls his senior flight attendant up to the cockpit.
When I opened that door, the whole atmosphere hit me. It's the worst crisis possible.
The captain tells Jan to prepare the cabin for an emergency landing.
As I walked through the first-class cabin, I just could not look anybody in the eye because I was afraid they'd read the fear in mine.
Denny Fitch is a DC-10 training pilot flying home from an instructor session. He knows that something is wrong and offers his help. 3:29. What Denny finds in the cockpit shocks him.
It was an amazing scene for me because both the pilots were in fact on the controls. Both of them, their tendons in their forearms were raised from effort. Their knuckles were white from grip.
As an expert training pilot, Denny Fitch is ready for any emergency, but he's never seen